Happy morning, dear readers and book lovers. My today's presentation is about the book The Habit of Winning, Stories to Inspire, Motivate and Unleash the Winner Within. It's written by Prakash Iyer, forwarded by R. Gopalakrishnan. After being long imprisoned by an outstanding manager, an excellent writer breaks through. He has something that will plant seed in your mind. Read it, follow what he has to say, and those seeds will blossom into oaks. You will cherish this offering. It's written by Harsha Bhogle and it's a sidewise, and at the back cover you will see the photograph of the author. And then when you are down, this is the most interesting thing I found, most motivational quote I found in the entire book. When you are down, think like a boxer. If you are knocked down, you need to get up in 10 seconds or less. One extra second and it's all over. There are many quotes like this inside the book after every write-up. Here in the acknowledgements, he is thanking many. R. Gopalakrishnan has been an inspiration and a role model in all his roles as an outstanding professional, fantastic leader, best-selling author, great teacher and a fabulous human being. Thanks RG for consenting to write the foreword to this book. It means more to me than you will ever know. And he also thanking, it was Mahesh Peri who read my blog and felt the message there could be of interest to the larger audience. And this book was these were written for various journals, and finally this was brought in the form of a book. When you go to the first page, published by Penguin Books, The Habit of Winning, and here is a brief biodata of Mr. Prakash Iyer. And this is the title, The Habit of Winning, Stories to Inspire, Motivate and Unleash the Winner Within. So the author says that you can unleash the author within you. Earlier in one of the books we read about Michelangelo and his painting, and this book also opens in the same pattern. Winning is a habit, unfortunately, so is losing. So if winning is a habit, then losing also is a habit, unfortunately. Vinci Lombardi. Here it is not, lessons are not arranged chapter wise. It is different sets, in different sets of topics: vision and goals, breaking stones and building monuments, climbing the mountain, and so on it goes. Goals, the secret to make your dreams come true. Don't change your rabbit. So there are stories inside each block, and very interesting and inspiring and motivating stories. And by the end of each story, you can see there are 11 sections here with a foreword. I have known Prakash as a lad in Unilever, where we worked together for several years. That's fine. There are 2 schools of thought on leadership. Yeah, this is something interesting. There are 2 schools of thought on leadership. One strong view being that leader is innate and cannot be taught, while the other school strongly believes that leadership can't be learned. Prakash obviously belongs to the latter group, and so did I. Normally books in this genre tell us what to do and how to do it. Refreshingly enough, this book also tells us when to stand still I am referring to my favorite story from the book, which, like other stories, leaves us with a lot to think about. In the story, the author talks about a piece of research by a team of scholars in Israel who wanted to study a soccer goalkeeper's mindset in a penalty shoot. The story is there inside, and once you read the book, you'll get to know more about it. Here, this is written by Mr. Gopalakrishnan, and here is the introduction. See, this is the story I spoke about. The great painter and sculptor Michelangelo has several masterpieces to his credit. Perhaps at the top of the list is David, his 18-foot tall statue sculpted in marble in Florence, Italy. Now over 500 years old, this icon of Renaissance sculpture continues to attract and fascinate millions of visitors every year. The story goes that this mammoth 18-foot block of marble had been lying around for several years. In fact, it had been around long before Michelangelo was even born. Some great artists, including Leonardo da Vinci, were invited to create something from that slab of marble. They all looked at it and dismissed it as flawed and worthless. Nothing could come of it, they felt. Several years later, Michelangelo got to work on that flawed and worthless piece of marble and went to create a magnificent work of art. Apparently, while he was working on David, a little boy went up to Michelangelo and asked him why he was banging away at the rock of marble and hitting it so hard. "Young man," said Michelangelo, "there is an angel inside that rock. I'm just setting him free." So similarly, we have to set the angel inside ourselves and set it free. That is a message given. That is a introduction. First section is about vision and goals. As I have told earlier, there are many stories inside, and end of the story there is a quote. "How do you and your colleagues in the organization perceive your roles? As stone breakers or as builders of the world's tallest cathedral?" And here again, the best mountain climbing equipment is of little use if you don't have a mountain to climb. So altogether, it's a good book, and there are stories that will attract the readers of fiction. At the same time, there are management lessons for the management professionals. And this book is a good motivator, and one of the quotes really inspired me in this particular book. "It doesn't matter that you like strawberries and cream. To catch fish, you need to feed them worms, not strawberries and cream." Here is an interesting story which you should not miss. No reader should miss this. The Dahi Handi way. And in this write-up, he is talking about Janmashtami, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, the famous festival of India, and how they hang a big pot of butter or yogurt in a pot suspended high off the ground out of her son's reach. I'll show you. His mother reacted by storing the butter or yogurt in a pot suspended high off the ground out of her son's reach. But Krishna, smart kid that he was, would round up his friends and form a human pyramid and climb up to reach the butter. So he says this incident is a big management lesson, and he has points to elaborate that. It takes all sorts to make a team. That's the first point he mentions. Complementary skills make for winning teams. Diversity helps. Second point is, the higher the pot, the bigger the prize. The difference mirrors a reality of life. The tougher the challenge, the greater the payoff. There is a challenge that drives the spirit of achievement. Truth is here. Truth is life's tough. If you fall, you will get hurt. No mattress cushion your fall. Success lies in ensuring that when you fall, you quickly pick up yourself, dust your elbows, and get right back to work, just like Govindas. When you achieve, what you achieve is determined by how high you set your sights. And there are 10 points given altogether to elaborate the concept of how Lord Krishna and his friends took the Dahi Handi, or the festival of Dahi Handi. Sri Krishna Janmashtami is being celebrated, and he finds that there is a moral lesson for all the managers. Finally, never mind how the pot is, you just can't get there alone. Never mind what your goal is, you need to team to achieve it. You need other people. Team works always. So it's a book all about, and it's an excellent and amazing book to read. And I strongly recommend my book loving friends to read this book, and you won't regret. It's a good one. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow with another book. Thank you.